is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Mike in Wilmington. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tommy. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, pal. Good. I'm calling to give you a compliment because I just want your listeners to know that you are on your game right now. I've been listening to you for a lot of years, Tom, and you are on your game. And I'll tell you, I'll never forget you calling King Dollar back when it was in the 70s. You saying it was going here, and everybody couldn't even believe that it could even dream that it was ever going to go back to the 90s.
I appreciate the feedback, man.
All right, pal.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Cultivate wisdom. You don't have to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 161, NASDAQ off 56, S&P's down 22, gold contract up $18.90, trading at $1,292 an ounce. Silver up 61 cents, $18.41 an ounce. Platinum up 12 bucks, $9.94 an ounce. Copper up 2 pennies, $2.22 a pound. Light sweet crude flat, $46.81 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year note up 5 ticks, 129.25. 30-year bond up 12 ticks, 163.03. Both the notes and the bonds, folks, rejected lower price. Bottom line, they want to go top side, higher price, lower yield. King dollar down 742 ticks, 97.68. King dollar is going back inside its lower range. Bottom line got to 99.090. That looks like it topped out. You had an ABC structure up to 100.770. Didn't make it. Euro's at $1.10, and the yen is trading at 103.97. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so the SPY is down $2.20. You're at $210.35. You went to 209.60. You have 89 million shares traded. You're going into 101 million shares, as well as you got down to 209.60. You're coming into the initial downdraft from Brexit, folks, which is June 24th. That day there, the high of that day is $210.84. We did 333 million shares. So let me go over to the S&Ps, the futures for a second. This is going to get an interesting close, folks, because my take is that you're going to get a bounce into this close. This downdraft has started, there's no doubt, but I expect you're going to see a bounce coming into the close because of the fact that we're going into the June 24th high. And the first time you get into something like that, the volume is way too high. We haven't rejected price yet, but we got an hour here. So if we take a look at the S&P futures, what you have is this. This is a one-way route on the way down. You've gone from 29.29 to 2,091. Get a nice bottom in there. Now, as that bottom came in, we did with 69,000 contracts. Well, then we came off of that bottom, and thus far, you did 83,000. This is on a 10-minute. You pull back with a lighter volume. That's saying to me that the S&P can, coming into the close, can go, it's nothing heavy, up like 7 points, 2106. We'll see where this shakes out. And NQ. So if we go into the NQs, we'll stay into the futures here. The NQs went straight down from a price point of 48.17 to 47.18, 99 points. That's a beautiful thing. So where do we think we can go from here? Okay, so the NQs. NQs made a low out here with 10,000 contracts. You come off that low, and as we come off that low, we come off that low with 15,000 contracts. Okay, so that looks to me that we can make that run up to approximately, this is going to get interesting too, 47.61.50. And where I'm going with that is this. That was at 12.10 today. That's where, we had some high volume on the way down. We'll see where the whole baby shakes out. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold just finished an ABC structure on the way up. 12.90 was the price point. That was a 1-to-1. Gold has the wide price spread, has the volume, all of the above. We expect we're going to see out here. You're going to build a little cause to get up into this 13.05 area. And this is going to be a classic, too. How we do these bounces. The equities themselves are making really great progress through the downdraft that was created out here on the 4th of October. You have Barrick Gold up today, up a buck. That's already ready to go. It's at $18.63. That wants to go for $19.19. Newmont got juiced back into it after giving it up. Newmont also is at up 121. You're at 38.25. And bottom line is that that's over the downdraft that had been created on the 4th. So those charts have repaired a huge amount of damage that was done. Silver, what do we have with the silver market? Silver also has wide price spread, has the volume behind the move. Silver's up 61 cents. You've done 87,000 contracts out here. There we go. And that silver, I suspect is going to we're at 1841. Oh, it's going to be interesting because 1846, we hit to 51. 1846 looks to be the next move. Notes and bonds. Okay, notes and bonds continue to give some great information out, screaming that they want higher price. So what we did out here, first off, in the 10-year note, is that the 10-year note today got down to 129.08. It was testing the lows of last Thursday. So last Thursday, folks, we're at 129.09. You did 1.5 million contracts. We got 129.08, so you went one tick below that. You rejected lower price. You're going to have lighter volume, and guess what? You're back inside the range. Let's see. Oh, my God, this is so cool. So we're at 129.25, 129.26. One more tick, folks. You're back inside the range that the 10-year saying wants to go back up to 131.23. The 30-year, let's take a look at the 30-year. The 30 had been struggling in a huge way. The 30-year also rejected lower price. Looks like it will have lighter volume. We're coming into 327,000. It's going to be close. It's 293. 30 years at 163.02. 164.13 is the number. King dollar. What do you have with King dollar? King dollar is down with 24,000 contracts today. King dollar is at a price point of $97.680, and $97.610 will get it into the lower range, folks. And it looks to me like it's going to go into the lower range, number one. What is interesting out here is that even with King dollar down, bottom line is that the market doesn't have breathing room. And normally what you see is that the King dollar pull back and the market wants some breathing room. Bottom line, there's some sellers out here. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is down 135. You get the NASDAQ off 50. S&Ps are off 19. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. Now, don't forget, folks, Basil does an outstanding trading show every trading day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, right here at TFNN. Now, no matter where you are in this great country listening to us right now, remember that you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com. You hit Tiger TV, you're going to get some great HD quality video as well as audio. Now, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right on the very front an opening call subscriber event with our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. It's titled After the Elections, Are the Markets Still a Buy? This is going to be tomorrow night. Hard to believe it's November 1st. This is going to be November 2nd, 6 to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Basil's going to be talking about, well, we're going to let him tell you what he's talking about. What you do get with this, folks, is that you get a great newsletter for a full month. You can test drive it, absolutely free, and you're going to get a great workshop. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Very well, thank you.
So, we got action. What are we going to be talking about tomorrow night, Basil?
Boy, is this timing, isn't it, huh?
It's a beautiful thing, man. Totally.
So tomorrow night I'm going to be talking. We've already started for those people who are using my subscription service as a trial.
Okay.
And who will be able to go to my webinar. We've already started positioning ourselves based on the technicals. So as you said, after the election, are the markets still a buy? New highs to come, but when? That's really the title.
Okay.
You spoke about bonds. I'm going to be talking about bonds. This is the 30-year TNX. This is the 10-year. Just made a leg D, and maybe it's going to be a peak D, and it'll turn down. But this is the 30-year bear market in yields. So I call it the 30-year bear market. This is the 30-year T-note, and it's the interest rate, which is inverse to the price of bonds.
Sure.
And look, it's still coming down. It's still in the down channel. I'm not sure what the Fed could do, although we've got to realize that on November the 9th, other than it being an auspicious day for other reasons, it's going to be very important that you've got to realize that the Fed can do anything it wants. It could raise rates, it could cut rates, it could do anything because the election's done. I'm not sure they're going to do anything because I think that this is a very mixed economy, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. I'm talking about why within the how could I even be thinking of higher stock prices when Many of the Dow stocks have been pulling back. My Dow Quartet, GE, IBM, Triple M, and UTX, key components of the Dow, pulling back sharply in the weeklies. But look at this chart. This is the Dow, and that's the monthly. The monthly is still holding very well. It's at 18,006. The Dow's down 135 points here. It's only down 500 points, 600 points from the all-time high. So it's used up time. I still think we're going to go low. We've been actually shorting for this past week. We actually short the Dow. We still, and one of the reasons is this H pattern that constantly retests the left side low bar. This is what we've got today. We broke the left side of 17,959. I did this for the reason we got short is that within a technique I use is the 120-minute chart. The shorter term, there's a technique that I've developed over the last year and a half. It's called the Chapman Wave 5, and I was expecting I'd circle this 5 down here, and now we're getting there. So a number of things are going on. So this is what I'm going to be discussing. I'm going to be discussing what's in the long-term charts for the Dow and the S&P.
Okay.
I do expect higher highs to come, but what's going to happen in the interim? I think in the interim, just as a kind of a clue, normally going to the elections, about 2 weeks before the election, the market starts to become buoyant. Whatever the reason is, that's what happens in most elections. This time it hasn't. And of course, we know that there's a lot going on. So I'm going to be discussing the candidates, what we're looking for in the different sectors, depending on which person wins. Most importantly, if you look at, you just spoke about the QQQ series. This is the NASDAQ, the Index 100.
Yes.
If you look at this index, I got a sell signal the other day, and it went to a sell mode. And I'm thinking, I mentioned to subscribers, this should be going down. We're looking at it going down. And the big question here is this a peak F in the weekly chart? And everything about it, the stochastic and MACD are pulling back. So my suspicion is in the webinar, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be talking about the markets almost as if we don't have to look at the election, because the indices themselves, if you look at the Qs, if you look at the SMH, is a very important component of the market. That's the Van Eck Vectors Semiconductor Index. It's also pulling back quite sharply from its recent high, and that could also be making a peak F top. So this market might, at this particular point, be working through an overbought situation, and it might be almost independent of what's going to go on, because if you think about it, Trump is an unknown to the market in terms of the politics. He's never been in office, so the market doesn't really know what he's going to do. And Hillary Clinton is under this cloud, so there's uncertainty there. And I think that's what the market's looking at. You know, I like to say the market handles uncertainty every day. It's uncertainty about uncertainty, and that's what we've got here. We've got a second component. It's like a second derivative. Now there's confusion. So when I look at that, I'm going to be talking about the dollar. The dollar's had a fabulous move. Is it going to go over the coming weeks, or maybe a month and a half? Will it go to that leg D in the monthly chart to just over 100.51? I think it's going to. So I'm going to be discussing gold. Gold is acting pretty well here. It's had quite a bit of a pullback, but it's really used more time than price. So this is going to be, how do you balance the dollar rallying and gold pulling back, but actually holding quite well? What is this? Is this a nervous? Is this a currency of fear now? Gold, because of what's happening in the politics. So these are all things that I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about which sectors seem to be overbought, which sectors are oversold, what could rally, what will we do? And we've already, as I say, for subscribers, we've already started positioning ourselves for next week. Let's see how that works out. But in the meantime, I'm covering a lot of information. The retail, this is something also that's fascinating. Remember, I spoke to you last week about the RTH index, which is the Van Eck Vectors Retail ETF, and it looked like it was in a sell mode in the daily and the weekly, and the monthly now has gone to a peak E, and that says that it could be pulling back quite sharply. But if you put that together with Amazon, which I had a sell signal in just recently, based on my Chapman Wave methodology, there's that CW5, that peak F in the daily,
okay,
peak D in the weekly. How is this going to work? What kind of holiday season are we going to have if Amazon looks like it's pulling back? And it's how long will this last for? Because, I mean, everyone goes to Amazon for something.
Sure.
So why is the retail, the bricks and mortar retailers suffering, and yet Amazon also seems to be pulling back? I'm going to be discussing that, what we can do, what we're looking for, how we're looking at the timing of the different events and the different cycles in the sectors. I really am looking forward to it. It's going to be very comprehensive, hour and a half, and I'll take some questions. But I'm really looking forward to it because this is the perfect timing. You've got the Qs under stress. You've got this is very important in terms of the sectors that look somewhat overbought, and on the downside, you've got support levels in certain sectors.
So, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see right in the top of the carousel an opening call subscriber event with our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. You hit that. You can be in the workshop tomorrow night. You're going to get a great newsletter for a full month. Basil, thank you so much, man. Have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Tom. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is down $124. You have the Nasdaq off 44. S&Ps are off 17. If we go inside the Dow, look at the strength versus the weakness. You have 27 stocks in the red. In the green, Chevron is the leader. That's up 1.7%, $1.85. Merck's up 0.4. The laggards, you have Pfizer down 2.5%, or 78 cents. Apple's down 2%, or 2.27. Home Depot's down 1.8, or 2.30, and Nike's down 1.7, or 86 cents. Inside the NDX 100, you have the Tractor Supply is the leader. That is up 3%. INCY is up 3%. Vertex Pharmaceuticals up 2%. And BioMolin is up 2%. Taken away from it, Tesla. Tesla's down 3.6%. If we go over to Tesla's, look, I think this is an large ABC down. Let's see. Okay, so Tesla's going after the Brexit swing low, which is 187.91. It had 1.4 million shares, and you've done 1.1. Let me put this back for a... Okay, so it's going to need more volume on a weekly to bust this 187. Let's see, it's Tuesday, 6.8 million. Yeah, it's going to need more volume. Okay, so what you got with Tesla is this. Tesla is at the 190 mark right now. You got to 188. You're going to come into that area. You're going to get a small bounce. But Tesla, bottom line, folks, wants to run down to the February low, which is 163 to 141. So you're talking some real numbers down here. Norwegian Cruise Lines, that's down 3.3. NetEase is down 3.3, and NVIDIA is down 3%. After the close out here, we're going to have a lot of numbers coming in after this close. Of course, tomorrow you're going to have the Fed meeting. That Fed meeting is going to be, they're going to come out with a statement at 2 p.m., and then we have Facebook at 4. After the bell out here, look at that slew. Thanks, Dave. I love it, man. Look at this. Okay, so we got Electronic Arts, you got Gilead Science, we got Illumina, you got JCOM, you got Pioneer Natural Resources, Sanmina, Solar City, Square, Texas Roadhouse, U.S. Steel, Vertec, Zillow, Zag, a slew of others. This is gonna be a lot of fun, folks. After this close, coming up at 4 o'clock. There's no two ways about that. Let's go take a look at the volume. So in the NYSE right now, we're at 677 million. So what's going to happen here is that, see, yesterday was subtle. Yesterday, it was showing this market wants to go down because the NYSE did 1 billion shares. It was a subtle move lower. Now, we'll probably do another 900 million today, but that 900 million is a lot. But guess what? Not for what we're going into. So that is going to basically set up more than likely a small bounce also. Let me just look at this for a second. Yeah, it will. So we went down. Did we make it to a 17,000? Yeah, so check it out. So the high of the 24th, this is your benchmark, folks. The 24th is the benchmark. 17,946 is where we fell apart on the 24th of June. You're coming into that. It's a monster day. So what you're going to see here is that you come in to the high of the high monster volume. You're rejecting it. It's going to build some more cars, which totally makes sense, by the way. Cool. Okay, so that's your Dow. Inside the NQs, let me go to the NQs. Where are we? I'll bring up the 3 Qs just for a second. Yeah, the 3 Qs don't have enough either, so check it out, man. Oh, this is a trader's paradise out here. Okay, so the Qs, folks, have had 19 million shares. That is light volume. That's going into 39 million. You're at 115.85. This is going to be a trip if it can't even hold 115.94. You're at 22 million. So the last swing point, October 13th, you're at 22 million shares. NQZ6. You're at 47.50. And if we do, yeah, so you're into, if we close over 47.54, you get a little bounce tomorrow, but what we're probably doing, this is what's really cool, so check this out. What we're probably doing, folks, is when this bounce comes in, it's probably going to be a B to a C of a larger ABC structure on the way down. We got some action here. Let's go to Carlos in California. Hey, Carlos, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, Tom? How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing all right, Tom. Thank you.
Cool.
Tom, I want to ask you about oil again. I remember I called you, but I was in a short position.
Yeah.
I actually sold that one in my ETF, but I got the slash CL in the futures this morning.
Yeah.
And I know there's a report tonight, and I want your opinion about it. I'm a little bit on the green, and I want to let you talk.
Yeah, I would. Now, are you long or short?
And right now I'm long.
Oh, you're long.
I switch.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's not a bad place to be right now in oil. Do you have the Z contract? What contract do you have?
Okay, I have the contract that is for I think it's December. Let me check here. STL-Z6.
Okay, cool. Okay. I like that trade. This is what ends up happening. I mean, you got like everything out of that trade so far, meaning being shot on the way down. What I like has happened is like at 20 past 2 today, okay? There was a little, push up in oil, and that would be saying, let's put it this way. I don't see a lot of upside on this. It's not like the downside trade that you had.
No, the other one was really good.
Yeah. So this is what also happens in something like that. It's like, okay, man, then 1 second. 46.63. Yeah, you could stay in this. You could stay in this. What I was going to say is that, you probably, for a risk versus a reward, you got everything out of it. But what's also happened is that you're inside the $46.63. And staying inside of that, you could get a kind of a pop to 48. It's probably setting the ABC down up, though, So it's probably the bounce is probably going to be on lighter contract volume to set up the next leg down in the contract. That's what it looks like.
Can I mention something very quick, Tom?
Yes.
Yesterday in gasoline, remember?
Yeah.
We thought there was not going to be a pop-up in gasoline because oil was looking a little lazy. And I went to sleep, wake up, and I saw that I had only one contract. And when I saw it all the way up, I was, oh, my God, I better sell it.
Oh, that's so cool. I said to my son Tommy today, I was going to run out and get gasoline in my car, folks. I swear to God.
I really didn't know what happened.
It was a pipeline explosion.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Now nobody talk about it all the time. Take care.
Have a great one. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 128. Nasdaq's down 42. S&Ps are down 17. And if we take a look at percentages out here, you get the Dow down 0.7%. S&P's down 0.8, and the Nasdaq is down 0.9. We take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market. This is what you have. Bank of America is up 2 cents. You get Pfizer down 78. CenturyLink is down $1.56. We have Yum China up 193. I wonder what that is. Is that new? Let me see this. Yeah, look at that. So that's an IPO a couple weeks ago, I guess. Yum China, the company through its subsidiaries manage chain of restaurants, pizza. It's Yum China. That's the bottom line. Okay, so let's go take a look at the rest of these high volume stocks in this market. Let's see. Freeport-McMoRan's down 2. You got Microsoft down 18. Intel's off 43. Level 3's down 174. And if we take a look at the SPYs right now have done 100 million shares. The Qs are out at 20 million. See, the Qs are going to bounce. The Qs, folks, that's not enough volume on the way down. They get the price spread going, but the Qs are coming into 45. They're coming into 39 million. They broke the swing point of 115.94, but it looks like it's going to reject it and close over that. Now, it looks like we'll get more than, we'll get more than 22.8 million. So this is going to be kind of cool how this shakes out, because what we could get is this. So if, in fact, this is going to be an ABC down, what you can expect is that you've come down with volume, then the Qs could bounce up to 116.74. That would be the low of Monday. And then what that would do is that would set up a run down to the 113.63, which is the 12th of September. We get a question in the den about SCCO. Why would that be down with copper being up? Because SCCO led copper up. SCCO just went from $24 to $29. You know, it did everything it should have done. I mean, it took out, SCCO, I follow SCCO in the gold report. Bottom line is that took off before copper took off. And that's a big run, period. 877-927-6648. We go take a look at the XAU, the HUI. This is what we had with the XAU. XAU right now is up 262. It's going to be cool to see what type of volumes we get on these, because we're at $89.56. The high of the downdraft inside the XAU is 90.73. And the gold bugs index, what you have is that we're up $8.65 and 218. Oh, this is cool. So we're 220.92 and 223 is where it gapped down from. Now, what's really cool here, folks, is this. If the HUI can close above the 218 area, that is where you'd love to see it build some cause. If you could get some sideways movement out of that, we'd get some pretty good action. Because when you come down as hard as the equities as well as the contract come down on the 4th of October, you have to basically rebuild those charts. And rebuilding those charts has to do with the aspect of building cause. That's what it's all about. You build some cause, guess what? Once you build cause, you get action. Those actions will bring you higher and or lower, depending on which way that you're building cause. Market-wise out here, here comes the bounce, okay? Let's see, 15 minutes left, and the bounce is on. You get the NQs right now at 47.59, and the number to keep your eye on there is at 47.6150. And that number there, that is from 12:10 today. We go over to the E-minis. You're at 2106, and that number is right there. It's the same 21. Oh, this is it. We're here. So this is going to be cool now. So check this out, folks. Okay, when we first got on, that's the number that we were looking at. Now, what you're going to see, this is a trip, man. This is going to be a good bounce. So we're 7 minutes into this bar, and this bar already has more than the 2106 bar, folks. Okay, so this is going to be interesting watching this to shake out. So supply versus demand, right? Right now, guess what? Demand is coming in, and what that sets up, this would be a trip, man, if this bounces all the way up there. So, man, that'll blow my mind. Okay, so you get the 2106. Your next level, which is 12 minutes, it's not going to do it in 12 minutes. Your next level, though, would be the 2113 to 2117. I don't see it in 12 minutes. I think this bounce is exactly what it's set up. Now, what that does set up is this. That sets up a bounce tomorrow coming into the Fed 2 o'clock announcement, as well as the Facebook numbers. And the real key is going to be, how does it bounce? Because if we bounce with lighter volume, what that sets up a much larger ABC structure on the way down. If we go over, take a look at the SPY and see how this is set up. The SPY is at 210.999. Now, if that gets into 211.21, yeah, see the SPY can bounce at 211.71. I don't see that today, but I'd see that tomorrow. That's how this is shaking out. If we go take a look at the trend, the trend's at 0.75. That's no big deal. That says that there's a bit of fear in the marketplace. Not a lot. The tick, you got a minus 1379, and that was at 1410. Oh, that's interesting. So see, that 1410 bar, folks, is an important bar. The 1410 bar to 1420 bar, that's 10 past 2 or 20 past 2. That was an important bar because that's the price target on the way back up for the bounce. But that is also where they flushed out, basically shares inside the marketplace. That's what they did at that particular point. Dow right now is down $1.05. Nasdaq's up 35. S&Ps are off 14. We do have that slew of numbers coming out after the close, and I suspect they're not all going to be bad. Facebook. Let's go take a look at Facebook out here. Facebook traded down to 128.65. You're at 129.57. You've done, let's see, you've done 19 million shares. You're going into 16 million, and you're going into 27 million, going all the way back to the 9th of September. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow right now is down 103. NASDAQ is off, where is she? 34. S&P's are down 14. We're going to break back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down $111. You get the NASDAQ off 36. S&Ps are down 15. If we do take a look at the larger numbers out here, you're at 763 million on the NYSE. Now, at 763, folks, that is going to be really light volume. It's not going to do it. So with that saying, this bounce is going to be in play here. NASDAQ Composite, 1.6. This is pretty cool. So the NASDAQ Composite, though, is saying it does want lower price. See, there's so many indications lower prices are coming at us, but you got to trade these babies because this is gonna bounce too. But the composite, I see, the composite's going into the 12th MVU of September, and that's going to be a big volume day. Yeah, it's a 2 billion day. But that's still building cause. It's bottom line. It's building cause, and it's building cause for lower prices. That's where this thing is shaking out. What I do expect you're going to see, bottom line coming in at the Fed tomorrow. We're going to see a market that starts going topside once again. You'll see lighter volume, which is pretty cool. And what that is setting up, B to a C of an ABC structure on the way down. That's how that seems to be shaken out here. We take a look at the IWM. Now, the IWM has been the weakest indice out here. And the IWM, yeah, look at this volume contraction out here. So the IWM, 30 million shares. Yeah, 30 million versus, what did they say? Versus 35 million on Friday. You're going into, see, it's going into a monster. You're going into, well, you're only going into 30 million, actually. Yeah, you're only going into 30 million. This thing still wants to bounce. The IWM looks to me like it's going to be a very large B2C of an ABC structure on the way down. The market itself has lined up for some decent volatility. It looks like volatility's on. It's on in spades. If you do go over to the VIX, what was intriguing out here this morning is that the VIX hit 2043 this morning, saying that the volatility was going to come in, and that's when we were laying out. Well, actually, hold it. No, that was at 2 o'clock. That hit the high at 2 o'clock. But earlier in the day, the VIX was still going higher when, in fact, we had a flat market. So the amount of insurance that's getting put on was pretty big inside this marketplace, getting ready for the Fed, getting ready for the election next Tuesday. So what I expect you're going to see out here, you're going to see this volatility continue. We get a lot of numbers that are coming out. That, no doubt, is going to put some juice into the market all over the place. Valiant just saved itself. That being said, though, Valiant's up $5 right now intraday. Let's see what the that intraday it just went up $5 after getting destroyed. Valiant said it's in talks to sell a unit to another company for $10 billion. Don't touch Valiant, folks. Okay, Valiant is toasted and roasted. The Feds are going to end up. They got the ex-CEO and the CFO under criminal investigation. And bottom line is that what's intriguing here, that is by the end of the week, looks like it's going to be confirmed ABC structure down. That will put it out of business. So yeah, they'll get the $10 billion for part of the company that they got to sell to stay alive. But guess what? That'll be about it. Don't forget, folks, in between this hour and next hour, come over to our website at TFNN. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be doing a great workshop for you. It's right on the front page of TFNN. You can test drive his newsletter for 1 full month. Come to the workshop tomorrow night, 5, well, actually, what day is today? Yeah, it'll be 5 to 6:30 tomorrow night. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. Dow Industrials right now are down 109. NASDAQ is off 36. S&Ps are down 14. We're going to be right back.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Dell in Texas. Hey, Dell, what's going on?
Hey, Tom.
How you doing, man?
My call. Great.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
I love your show. I just stumbled upon it probably, maybe a month ago.
And how'd you find us?
I found you on YouTube.
YouTube. That's a beautiful thing. Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Welcome to the Tiger family, man.
Wow.
I like it. Totally.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Accept others the way they are. You cannot change other people. To try to change them to fit what you want is like trying to change a dog into a cat or a cat into a horse. They are what they are, and you are what you are. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 105, NASDAQ off 35, S&P's down 13, gold contract up $16.30, trading at $1,289 an ounce. Silver up 55 cents at $18.35 an ounce. Platinum up 10 bucks at $9.92 an ounce. Copper up 2 pennies at $2.22 a pound. Light sweet crude flat, $46.82. API number's going to be coming out any second. Bonds, 10-year note up 3 ticks, 129.23. 30-year bond up 2 ticks, 162.25. Both the notes and the bonds, folks, rejected. Lower price, had lighter volume. Bottom line, they want higher price, lower yield. King dollar. King dollar down 647 ticks at 97.77. The euro is trading at $1.10, and the yen is at 104.09. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. So, you're down to $1.53. You're at $211.02. We did 117 million shares. You had the price spread, had an expansion of volume. You're going into what we did, folks, is this. Now, larger picture, all these indices want to trade down to the June 27th lows. And the S&P, that's $198. What we did out here today is that you traded into the June 24th high. That's Brexit day, okay? So that's one of your benchmarks. We got down to $209.60. You did 117 million shares. Well, bottom line, in order to break into that area, you got to do a lot more. Why? Because we had 333 million shares there, folks. So what it did, it went down, tested it, dramatically lighter volume, and that's where the bounces came in. And I expect what you're going to see now, this won't be a big bounce, but I expect you're going to see the SPY bounce about 70 cents. We're at 211.02. I expect you're going to see 211.71. And where the 211.71 comes into play is that was the low of the day this past Friday. And more than likely what we're doing here is what we're setting a B to a C up of an ABC structure on the way down. We're going to take a look at the Dow Industrials. What do you have with the Dow? Same type of setup in the Dow. Dow Industrials today got down to 17,940. 17,946 is the high of the 24th of June. So we get into the high, rejected it. Now the Dow can bounce. And it's not going to be a big bounce, 18,094. So you're talking 60 bucks. Big deal. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract, folks, did the ABC structure on the way up. 1290 was the A to B equals C to D. We've done 1292. I expect what you're going to see now is you're going to build a little bit of cause. You're going to build cause to do what? To get up to the 1305 area. Right now you're at 1289. Silver, we take a look at the silver contract. Same type of setup in silver. Silver got into the downdraft that was out there on October 4th and got into that nice, too, by the way. We did 88,000 contracts. That's big numbers. The low of the downdraft is $17.74. The high is $17.94. We got the low is $17.74. The high is $18.94. We got to $18.51. That also is going to have to build some cause, but bottom line, there's been a huge amount of repairing of the damage that was done in the metals market on October 4th, 5th, and 6th. Notes and bonds. Notes and bonds want higher price. What we had out here today in both is that you got into the lows that were generated out here last Friday. You rejected it, and you had lighter volume. The 10-year got to $129.08. It was going into the $129.09. We did 1.4 million contracts versus 1.5. Bottom line, these babies want higher price once again, lower yield. 30-year, same type of setup inside the 30-year. 30-year, we did 300,000 contracts. You're going into 350, I believe, 327. You got to a price point of 161.22, rejected it. Bottom line, that 30-year also wants higher price, lower yield. And that higher price, lower yield, by the way, folks, is setting up that this market is going south. King dollar. what did King Dollar do? King Dollar comes down 25,000 contracts. This is after getting to the price point on the 25th of October of 99.090. It was a confirmed ABC structure up to 100.770. Bottom line, didn't do the whole one up. Came down with some volume on Friday. Did a counter trend bounce yesterday with lighter volume. Expansion of volume again out here today. Right now, you're at 97,775. And what you're going to, 97,230. At 97,230, what would happen is that would bring it inside the lower range. Is it 230? No, 97,610, sorry. 97,610 would bring it inside the lower range. And I do expect, it'll build a little cause to get inside of that. Well, let's put it this way. If it does build cause to get inside of that, that would be a bigger indication that the dollar wants to come back down into the 95 area to the 94 area. Now, what's going to be wild watching this shake out is, of course, tomorrow, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we're going to have the Federal Reserve come out with a statement. The market does not expect that we're going to get a short-term rate hike. The probability of that is 16%. The probability that we will get a short-term rate hike in December is 69%. But what the market is waiting for is what is the statement going to be about, and, I can expect these currencies to move on that statement. Because the currencies themselves, they've been moving around. They've been fast, furious, and all of the above. After the close out here, we're going to have a lot of numbers for you. If we start out with Herbalife closed at $59, and it looks like it's trading at $59. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials finished down 105. NASDAQ off 40. S&P's down, where are we? 16. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. So let's go take a look at Electronic Arts. Electronic Arts just come out with numbers. Electronic Arts closed at $77.84. That is trading at $76.50, so that's not bad. Numbers on Electronic Arts go like this. The estimate was revenue estimate was $1.09 billion. They took in $1.1 billion, so slightly higher. They see fiscal 2017 coming in at $4.9 billion to the estimate was $4.9 billion. They see $4.93 billion. Still a huge number. There's no two ways about that. We go take a look at U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel closed at $18.71. U.S. Steel right now is trading at $18.05. That's taking a hit. Let's see what we have with U.S. Steel. So U.S. Steel earnings, the estimate was $2.82 billion. They come in $2.69 billion. Now, folks, let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, as we do every Tuesday and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, Andy has an outstanding show right here at TFNN every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time, the Technomental Commodity Hour. Great show. He also has a great newsletter. The way you can get it is come over to our website at TFNN. Go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters. You're going to see the Technomental Commodity Report. You can test drive that 30 days absolutely free. Andy Hecht, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing good, doing good. Market's really all over the place, huh?
Yeah.
All over the place.
It's a good market, man.
The dollar came off pretty sharply, and it's given mixed results in commodities.
Yeah, it is.
The precious metals are loving it.
They are. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. You had gold up 1.2%. Silver was up 3.2%.
That's a good sign, by the way. When silver outperforms gold, it means it could have legs. And platinum also kind of holding base with the gold, no question, with the silver, rather. So that's interesting. I mean, and copper took off today. Now, copper, I think, Tom, today's a very significant day in two markets. The first one is copper.
Yeah.
Because copper was able to make a new high.
Yeah.
You know, copper, I have a chart up here of copper.
It has the juice behind it,
it's made lower highs and lower lows, you know?
Yeah.
Really lower highs all throughout the year. Today, we actually made a higher high. We went above the September 30th price.
Yep.
I think that's significant. And therefore, I am now, instead of selling rallies in copper and looking to buy back on dips, I'm now a buyer of dips in copper, which means I'm also a buyer of dips in Freeport-McMoRan, in Southern Copper.
Yeah.
I like these copper. Copper right now is up 4.7% on the year. Okay.
Well, you know what's so interesting here, folks, too, is that it was Southern Copper that started this whole deal. You know, before copper even moved, Southern Copper took off and was like, man, you got to be kidding me. What's going on here? And guess what? Right after that, what ends up happening? Copper takes off, man. You know?
Right. It gave a signal.
Yep.
But the important thing is to know about copper. Copper's up 4.7% on the year. It's in a class of commodities, base metals, non-ferrous metals.
Yeah.
They also have aluminum, nickel, lead, zinc, and tin. With copper up 4.7%, the closest one to copper on the year in terms of performance is aluminum, which is up over 14%.
Okay.
Zinc and tin are up over 40%. So copper has a lot of catch-up to do.
There's no doubt. And, you
Right.
know, these base metals, the thing that's intriguing, these base metals have been moving, man. I mean, moving
Right.
up good, too. you know?
Right. They've been moving good. And, copper, listen, even if copper goes up 10% from here, up to 250 or so, that's going to have a very, very interesting action on the copper stocks. So I don't think we're going to blast off in copper, and it's very possible we'll get a pullback. But I'm looking for that pullback to buy in Southern Copper and FCX and in copper.
No, I can see that. FCX.
That's how I'm looking at it. The other thing that was weak today were the grain markets.
Okay.
There was weakness there. There was weakness in the crude oil. I mean, that's a tale of two markets here. You got crude oil, which was weak today, and then you got products and gasoline, which were just off the hook.
Well, yeah, but the gasoline, that was the pipeline that blew up last night.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But product markets have been showing strength.
Yeah.
And the crack spread went up to $21 today. It actually settled up $2.60, which is a very nice move. And the heating oil crack is also up 70. And I always say these processing spreads, these refining spreads tell such a story about commodities. And let's look at another processing spread today.
Okay.
Let's look at the soybean crack.
Oh, cool, right? Man. You were bringing this up last week.
Of Archer Daniels Midland.
I'm sorry, what about Archer Daniels Midland?
Put up a chart of Archer Daniels Midland.
Okay.
ADM.
I got him, yep.
Okay, and ADM went to a new 52-week high today.
Yeah, it's an ABC up. Wow.
And look at the action in the soybean crush spread. If I can get it up here.
So check this out, folks. This is big, man. 1 second, hold it. 37. Let me get this straight. Let's see. Wow.
Trying to wait for a weekly chart here in the crush.
This is 30. It's $14. 53 bucks. It's an ABC up to 53 bucks, man. Interesting.
Right.
And you're trading 46.75 right now, folks.
And the signal from that comes from only from the crush spread and from the ethanol processing spread, because that's where Archer Daniels makes their money.
Yeah, well, listen, you were bringing this up on last Thursday, man.
Right.
Because
ethanol,
I was explaining to Kevin Hinks loves trade.
It's all about soybean crushes, and their profit margins are expanding, and that's very bullish for that business. Now, that's the reason I bring that up here. I mean, that happened already, but watching what's happening in the refining spreads in oil,
yes.
Even though oil is on the on the bottom, and I saw that someone called in the first segment and asked about crude oil. They said they were long crude oil.
Right.
I like that trade here because the products are telling us that crude oil is going to find the bottom, and no one's going to go aggressive. There's a lot of shorts in this market, and November 30th is a long way off of this OPEC meeting. So I don't see oil trashing before that. I actually think it'll go back to 50.
Yeah, and I think the API comes out any minute, right? It comes out, is it 5:30?
It should come out soon.
Yeah.
It should come out. It comes out this afternoon.
And then, of course, what happens to folks tomorrow morning, Tommy and I will have those oil numbers for you at 10:30. Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. And then gas on Thursday at 10:30.
Right. Larry Pesavento was asking us to put up the corn-wheat spread, so I'll do that here.
Okay.
If I can get that thing up there. There it is. It's kind of moving down. I don't see anything special here. It's just lower highs and lower lows. Popped a little bit here. This is the price of wheat divided by the price of corn.
Okay.
So I don't really see anything special here. Those grains are down today. The problem with those grains is that there's a couple of things that are problematic. First of all, there's a lot of supplies after this year.
Yeah.
No question. But they came out strong. Of all of the grains, I like the wheat the best.
Okay.
Because that's the one that's grown all over the world, and that's the one where you could have a weather problem.
Yeah, you stay right there, Andy, all right?
Absolutely.
Andy and I are coming right back, folks. And, of course, Andy's going to be coming up with the Growl and Prowl with you from 5 to 6 o'clock tonight. And during the break, folks, you can come over to our website, Test Drivers Newsletter. Go to newsletters. Go to trading newsletters. You're going to see the Technometric Commodity Report. Dow finished down 105. NASDAQ off 35. S&P's down 16.
All right, there you go.
We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finish down 105, NASDAQ off 35, S&P's off 16. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Heck. We are talking commodities, and of course, Andy's going to be coming up with you from 5 to 6 o'clock tonight, as he does every Tuesday and Thursday, folks. And of course, coming into the Fed Day tomorrow, I know it's always an outstanding show, but bottom line is that we get Fed tomorrow, Andy, 2 o'clock. You got Facebook coming out. Oh, and hey, guess what? We got an election next Tuesday. We got an election
a week from today. A week from today. I actually voted this weekend.
I know. I got to vote, man. I was trying to get out of here to vote today, but I didn't get it. I'm
telling you, this is going to be a close one, Tom.
Oh, it is. There's no doubt.
It's gonna. We might not know next Tuesday who the winner is.
That'd be a trip. Yeah.
It's a trip. Hey, I wanted to mention quickly two commodities I wanted to cover. Here and hey, the Fed meeting tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's all in the statement. It's all in what they say.
I agree.
You know, if they're hawkish, I assume they're going to tell the markets what the markets want to hear, which is that they intend to raise rates in December, which means that stocks might go down, but they might couch that because they might not want to affect the election. They're in a tough spot.
See, I think the statement tomorrow will be timid because of the election. Because if you remember, the statement that they did, folks, prior to June 24th was timid because of Brexit.
Because of Brexit.
They said it flat out, okay?
Yes.
So I got a feeling that that's going to be the same type of setup, you know. And
so what are we going to call this if Trump wins? Trexit?
Who knows?
I don't know what this is going to be called. It'll be very interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, the one, I said copper broke out today, so that was a big one. Frozen concentrated orange juice. New all-time high today, $2.35 a pound. That Tropicana orange is going to be expensive in the supermarket.
We're going to get Larry on, man. Folks, if you have never listened to Larry's show at 10 o'clock every morning, at 9 o'clock every morning, 10 o'clock, we're on. You got to listen to it, man. He kicks that baby off with frozen concentrated orange juice, man.
that thing, that's for trading places.
Totally.
Right, but new all-time high today. I got the monthly chart up here. The last high was in January 2012. It traded at 226.95.
Man,
today
this is an
blew that
ABC
away.
up. 1 second.
It blew that away.
Yeah, this is another ABC up. Man, this is a trip.
Oh, this is in the stratosphere. But I'm going to tell everyone, don't touch this thing.
No, I know. You can't trade these concentrated orange juice, folks. Now, is this because of Brazil?
It's Brazil. It's citrus greening. It's the hurricane a couple of weeks ago. It's everything. It's like the perfect alignment of stars that are making supplies small.
Oh, so it did go limit up. Yeah, this is limit up.
Yeah, this is a freak show.
It went limit up today, so
it's a freak show. So you got to be careful. Got to be careful. And the other one that's a freak show is natural gas, which is just plunging. The bottom line here is, it's like we said last week. A lot of people got sucked into natural gas when it rallied up, and there was that gap on the chart between 335 and 344 on the November contract. A lot of people went out and they bought the UGAS and they bought the natural gas calls and the futures. And I'm looking at open interest here, and they're all saying we're hanging on for the winter. We're going to stay with this position. And let me tell you, folks, natural gas takes no prisoners. There's a problem in natural gas because this year we're going to make a new all-time record high in inventories. The last year, inventories rose to 4.009 trillion cubic feet. We are under only 100 BCF below there. So we're going to put in a new record high there. And while I do think natural gas has a very good chance of coming back later in the year if it's a cold winter, the problem is that UGAS ain't going to come back. Not to the extent that it was.
Right.
You're going to have $5 natural gas or $4 natural gas to get back to even here. Very difficult. If you're in that thing, man, you got to take your lumps. Even, it's a very tough. That thing is only used for intraday trading, maybe one overnight, but never for a week at a time or 2 weeks or a month. Never. It's just my advice.
No. This is great advice, folks. And UGAS, folks, is the velocity 3 times natural gas ETN. And any of these products, meaning the doubles or the triples, they're daily investment vehicles. That's the bottom line.
I feel so bad, Tom. This morning, I got 5 emails from different people in the market saying that they bought UGAS 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, that they're sitting here, they're panicking. What should they do? It's a very difficult situation to put yourself in. Any leveraged ETF product or ETN product, very short term. Never hold them. They are not investment vehicles.
Right. And folks, what you want to do, if you trade these, please come over to our website. And what you're going to see under ETFs, you go to ETFs, go to ETFs overview, and there's a few white papers there, okay? Please read them, okay? Because you'll get to understand how these move. And
absolutely.
And in this case here, you have 2 different things happening. And in the UGAS, what you have is that you had 2 weeks ago, UGAS was trading at $54. What you have to get through your head is this, is that they are defensive on the way down. So let's say that when they're $12, $13 and they're going to 11, 10, 9, 8, they actually go down slower. They're defensive because mechanically inside them, they'll sell equities, and they're going down slower. They compound on the way up. So if you get the trend right, they're beautiful. Now, when they are trading at $50, they can open down $20. This stock has gone from $54 down to $28 in 12 trading days.
Right.
And it's because it's mathematically, folks, it's the same amount of percentage that it's going down. They're acting correctly, but I know how people look at things. I look at it the same way. It's like, oh, you buy them, and you're not thinking sometimes that, oh, my God, the thing can go down $15, $20. Well, when they're at high numbers, that's what they do.
Yes, and let's take it to one more step. What they can do, if natural gas, there's no rules in natural gas. It was $1.61 last March.
Right.
If natural gas went down to $2, this thing could go down to $2 again, and then it can reverse split 10 for 1.
Oh, they will. They will.
Exactly.
Right.
You got to be really cautious.
Right.
The bottom line, be really cautious. Only intraday.
Right. Totally.
Absolutely.
Totally.
All right. So in the other markets, sugar is coming lower. Even though the dollar was weak today, you have sugar coming down towards the 20 cent. Listen, this thing is doubled from August through September. August 2015 through September, the thing more than doubled. So now we're seeing some selling. It's taking it down. Support at around 20 cents. Not a surprise there. Sugar is still a bull market. It's still in a fundamental deficit. There is more demand than supply, but hey, the price doubled, and the market. Coffee looks like it might be correcting a little bit, but I still love this coffee market. And as long as it stays, above about $1.50 or so a pound, I still think it's a buy on every dip.
And you're at 161 right now, folks.
Right. I still like this thing very, very much. So lots of craziness in commodities all over the place, even though the dollar's tanking.
We like it.
You like it. Trade. Don't invest.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Listen, folks, you stay right there because our man, Mr. Andy Hicks, is going to be coming up with you at 5 o'clock. In the next 20 minutes, I'll come up with a few more numbers with you, a lot of earnings out there. Andy, look forward to your show in 20 minutes.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, man. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls. Now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. API numbers just come out, so the crude inventories released increased 9.3 million barrels last week as gasoline fell, according to the people familiar with the data. Cushing was up 1 million. Distillates were down 3 million. If we take a look at the oil contract, there's not much movement out here, actually. Oil was at 46.75. It's at 46.49 right now. It had to drop down. It actually got down to 46.27. Rejected that error. Right now, you're at 46.49. Okay, so let's go take a look at some numbers out here. MYGN, we get a lot of numbers that are coming out. MYGN closed at $19.49. That's taking a hit. That's at $17.85. And let's see what they had to say out here. Okay, so this estimate was 25 cents. They came in at 23. That's the bottom line. Top line estimate was 173 million. They came in at 177. This is Migrant Genetics. Okay, so, oh man, this equity's in trouble. Let's take a look at this. This is going to be another gap down. When these equities gap away, folks, gap down, do not touch them because they have big problems. So this is a stock that's down from 46 cents, $46, has a high volume low at $17.66. And guess what? This is at $17.85. That's going to go after that high volume swing low in the morning. That's the way that looks right now. Let's go take a look at DATA, see what this is. So this is Tableau Software. This closed up $1.46 at $49.51. This is trading at $42.90. So this is getting toasted and roasted. Let's see what this has to say. The revenue was $206 million. They had an estimate of $213 million. Now this is really intriguing, this one. So check this out. Now this is where, and this happens a lot, folks. Okay, the market. So watch this. Their revenue, the estimated revenue was $213 million. That's what the market was expected, and they came in with $206 million. Okay, so they missed on their revenue number. Now watch on their earnings per share number. The estimate was 7 cents, and they say they made 16 cents. The market can see through that in 2 seconds. What is it seeing through? Well, what ends up happening, folks, is that depending on how small or large your company is, most times you can bring in an earnings per share number. It just means you reduce your expenses. You know, you just reduce them. You make one-time costs $1 million. There's a very easy ways that you can do it once or twice. You can't do it time after time after time. That revenue number, that's what that market's looking at. They're saying, hold it. You're telling me that you made 120% more than you thought the estimate was, because 7 cents to 16, but yet you took in $7 million less? No way. So if we take a look at this, you're at $42.90 right now. Oh, look at this. This is a stock that's already come down from 62. This is good. Oh, what a mess this is, too. Look at this. This is intense. Okay. So this has a high volume low at $40. If you want to see how these high volume lows get tested, guess what? You're going to see it here. And you very well may see this may be a much larger ABC structure down, because if you take out, oh, this is going to 36. This on a monthly, this has a high volume low of $36.60. So it went straight down from 131 July of 2015, goes down to 36. And if you want to see what a bounce looks like and how, you know, equities like to bounce, this went from $36, took 6 months later to get up to 62, and took 3 months to get back down to 42. Big numbers. Big numbers and big problems. CERN. Let's see what we got with Cerner. I think Cerner Corp. This is a worldwide supplier of healthcare solutions. That closed at $57.34. That's trading at $53.50. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, this is in trouble too. This is, man, a lot of these equities have really got killed. So when you take a look at this one, you can see that this was already pushing on its B point with volume out here today, prior to the numbers actually coming out. This has a high volume swing low at 49 bucks. And right now, you're trading at 53. And let's see what they have to say out here. So this one here, the estimate was 60 cents. They only missed by a penny, 59 cents. Their revenue, it's a big revenue miss, though. They see fourth quarter revenue. Third quarter revenue was supposed to be $1.25 billion. They came in with $1.18 billion. So bottom line is that that's a decent miss out here, no doubt about it. Let's go back to U.S. Steel for a second. U.S. Steel closed at $18.71. That is trading at $17.48. That's taking a hit. Look at that. That's taking a hit. Let me see this, baby. So this is going to get interesting because $17.48. So this is going to come into some, this is going to come into some strength here. I wouldn't be buying it, but let it run into that $17.28 area. What U.S. Steel had done, folks, it's a small consolidation. And when it started breaking topside, it did it on the 19th of October. That number is $17.28. And let's see what they have to say. Whoa, fourth quarter. This is what's going on here. Fourth quarter, man. They got some, they're missing on a big number. So they were looking for an estimate. No, they missed on third quarter in a big way. So their estimate was $336 million. This is EBITDA. They came in at $272. That is a big miss, man. Their net sales, the estimate was $2.82 billion. They come in at $2.69 billion. Yeah, so that's a big number. That's going to take some heavy pressure out here, no doubt, in the morning. Now, as you're coming over to our website at TFNN, folks, man, Mr. Basil Chapman, he's going to be doing a great workshop for you. This workshop, folks, timely workshop in a big way. It's tomorrow night. It's going to go from 6 to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. This is for Basil's opening call subscribers, but you can come over to our website right now. You can be a subscriber, test drive it for no money down. You get a great newsletter for a month. You're going to get a great workshop from 6 to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night, where Basil's going to be talking about, are the markets still a buy? And, of course, he's going to be talking about that a week before the election. Today's Tuesday, right? A week from today, folks, is the number. Stay right there. We're going to come right back. Dow finished down 105. NASDAQ off 35. S&P's down 16. We're going to right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
Join Andy Hecht as he shows you how to make money in commodities. The Commodities Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, you stay right there. I'm Mr. Andy Hecht's going to be coming up next. And of course, no matter where you are listening right now, if you happen to be listening in your car radio, remember that you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. Go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. You're going to get some great HD audio as well as video. If you're on Facebook, please like us on Facebook. We really do appreciate the traction that we're getting out there. Okay, so market-wise, what do we have? Market-wise, folks, what I expect you're going to see out here, you had a market that came down today. I expect you're going to see a bounce coming into the morning. And why? Because what the market did is that the market went into the highs of June 24th. Brexit. That was Brexit day. That high in the S&P was $210.84 if you're looking at the SPY. We went to 209.60. We did that with 122 million shares while you're going into 333 million. And what I expect you're going to see out here is you're going to get a bounce. The bounce will come in light of volume, and that's setting up a B2C of an ABC structure on the way down. If we look at the NDX 100, the 3 Qs, it's the same type of setup. The difference is the difference in the day. And the Brexit day is way lower in the NDX. What you have where the NDX went into the Qs. The Qs went into the September 9th, which was $116.51. We did that with 23 million shares. Now, it hasn't rejected that level yet. The reason I think it's going to reject it is because it needs so much more volume, and we're not deep into that level. You know, the bottom of that level runs out at 113.64. We came into it with 23 million. Well, it had 50 million and 39 million. So it looks to me like that is going to bounce. The small caps are also giving an indication that you're going to get a bounce in here. The small caps have been the weakest indice out here. Small caps did 34 million shares today. The small caps are coming into that Brexit day. You know, the bottom line is that there was a gap down. 116.28 was the number. Bottom line is you're coming into 30 million as well as 74 million. So what I expect you're going to see, we're going to get some kind of a small gap. And the reason more than likely it's going to be lighter volume is that the market itself will wait for the 2 o'clock time frame. And when I was just talking to Andy, I expect what you're going to see out here is there's going to be a dovish statement because we're coming into election. That's kind of, and the market will take it, hey, guess what? We get free money again. We want to go topside. You know, so you can expect a highly volatile day out here. What we are going to have on the open, well, before the open as well as the close. Before the open, you're going to get a lot of equities coming out with numbers. After the close, inside the NDX 100, we get a big one. Facebook's going to be coming out tomorrow. What Facebook did today is that Facebook came down $1.49. You did it with 21 million shares, and it's going up to 26 million. So bottom line is, you know, it came down with some volume. That being said, on Friday, it was pushing as highs with volume. We were pushing up with 24 million. So that's telling me that Facebook actually wants to break topside. So what I expect you're going to see there is that Facebook will come out with some juice, come out with these decent numbers. You know, you'll push topside, and guess what? Then just about everything's in. The election's not in yet, but as we go up to the election, it looks to me that this ABC structure on the way down is going to be in place, and I expect as we come into Tuesday, we're going to be going downtown. And, you know, we'll see how Tuesday night shakes out and Wednesday morning. Volatility in spades. Good old King Dollar. Now, there's a differential out here, too, because King Dollar, you know, came down with some juice. With that being said, the market couldn't get any traction upside. That's telling you also how weak the market actually is. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Stay right there. Man, Mr. Andy Hex coming up next. Go get him, folks.